So, I just got done watching Bojack Season 2, Bojack Horseman Season 2 that just aired on Netflix recently. If you remember, I did a review of the first season when it came out last summer. The second season has been getting really good reviews. I haven't read details into reviews of the new season, but it's really good. I feel the first season and this season are a little bit different. This season feels like the show's attempt at appeasing the problems that people had with the first season while also trying to stay true to what it originally was and change and adapt to fit into the overall structure of what the first season did. I like this season. The first season, it had heartfelt moments. Like it was like this really bleak look at Hollywood and how hollow success makes a person and the kind of people that are in that industry. And season 2, it doesn't pull its punches as meaningfully as the first season did. I remember the really good episodes in the first season was when he when he saw the effect the industry had on like the little Olsen twin girl that was in his sitcom, and like saw what a train wreck she had become. And there's another episode where he took like mushrooms, and after he was done tripping out, he saw like what his life could have been like if he had left the industry with a friend of his who worked on Horsing Around with him. And this season doesn't quite hit those kind of marks, but there's pretty much every episode at some point they make like a really good point or have a really good like character moment with Bojack. The main plots of this one is Bojack's finally in his dream movie. He gets to play Secretariat, and it's him struggling with like, am I a real actor, like, or am I just a sitcom actor? Another plot line is Princess Carolyn. One of her co-workers wants to open up like an ad agency with her. Another plot line is Bojack finally gets a girlfriend. An owl who is in like a 30-year coma. She's voiced by Lisa Kudrow in this season, and one of the new characters this season that I liked. There's some friction between Alison Brie's character and Mr. Peanut Butter in this season. I'm not going to spoil anything, but in my mind, the conclusion to that there wasn't really anything, there wasn't a good conclusion to it. I'm hoping they'll do something with that next season. But my only real complaint with this season is the finale didn't hit as hard as the first season. Like the first season, it had a really good finale. This one, it just feels kind of like they're wrapping up plot points. Like it didn't have an emotionally hard-hitting finale that I remember them having last year. Other than that, it was good. Like the episodes there wasn't really crazy episodes this year. Like last season, they had like a David Boreanaz. They were running like David Boreanaz house tours in Bojack's house because people thought that the house belonged to David Boreanaz for some reason. But I don't know. This was a very, very good season. The standout episodes for me are an episode where he reconnects with Carol or Charlotte or something, the deer that he was friends with back when they were doing horsing around. And like he meets up with her and typical Bojack stuff happens. That was a really good episode. The premiere where he's doing Secretariat and it keeps on flashing back to like his mother talking to him, and there's this one scene in the episode where she says, it's your birthright that you're like this, you're broken. It's runs in our family. Like that was a really hard-hitting scene, and that was probably one of my favorite episodes, was the premiere. The episode where he met Lisa Kudrow's character was another good episode. But it was a fairly good season. I'm hoping they get picked up for a third, because it's gotten... this season has gotten better reviews than the first season did, so I'm hoping they pick it back up and do another season. This season we had a lot of guest stars. Like, they had a lot of guest stars in it. They had Ricky Gervais as like this porcupine that ran like an orphanage that Bojack opened. Patton Oswalt was back as the Penguin. Henry Winkler was back as himself, who was like friends with Herb Kazaz. It was a really good season. If you liked the first season, I would suggest checking it out. And if you're new to the show, if you're scared off by the fact that it's animated and there's talking animals in it, don't be. It's not a comedy. It's a surprisingly well done, like, dramedy. Sort of like, there are funny moments in it. Like, there is scenes that are played for laughs. Or sometimes there's like puns or something that goes on. Like in one episode you see like a poster on a person's wall that says Llama Del Rey. And it's like Lana Del Rey, but in this world she's like a llama. Or Ethan Hawke, he's actually a hawk. Like, just weird little puns like that are good, but then it will have like these hard-hitting scenes with like Bojack struggling with being happy and trying to function as a human being. Like, the tone doesn't quite feel schizophrenic, thankfully, with like those two conflicting emotions. They play hand in hand very well in the show, and that's I give props to the writer and director of this show. Like, it's really, really good. I'm going to do a quick spoiler video of the season, and I have the Strain video to post today or tomorrow. And this week, I think at the theater, it's Southpaw. So, see you guys next time. If you like this video, like it, comment, blah, 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 blah. See ya.